There was a time not too terribly long ago where extending Dynamics 365 functionality meant that you had to contact a developer, and the developer had to come in and write a plugin or a custom workflow activity or some type of functionality, client-side scripting, something that would constitute extended functionality inside the application. And while there's still that need, you still do on occasion have to leverage a developer, there's more and more components that are built into Dynamics 365 functionality that really give you that capabilities to not always have to bring a developer into the mix. Maybe you want to do something as simple as, just some very simplistic client scripting where if somebody puts a certain value in a certain field, you want that to populate automatically. You could do that with a business rule. Maybe you want to go ahead and you want to execute, portable business logic based upon when somebody enters a specific stage of a business process flow. That can all be done with business rules with very minimal coding, if no coding whatsoever. And you even start looking at things like custom actions to be able to create kind of your own declarative logic. These are all things that, 2-3 years ago we had to have a developer, where we don't really have to do that now. And so what we want to do in this module is really look at the ways that you can extend Dynamics 365 functionality within the context of what's built into the application, using things like business process flows, real-time workflows, custom actions. And so we really want to review what are the different processes that are available inside Dynamics 365 and how could those potentially be leveraged to move you forward. We want to look at things like real-time workflows and understand what the difference between a real-time workflow and a traditional asynchronous workflow are, and how using a real-time workflow allows you to give that immediate feedback to people using the application, much like we would have done in the past with things like plugins. We also want to talk a little bit about how business rules can be used to extend that functionality even a little bit farther when you start talking about how they interact with business process flows and a direct correlation to the differences between those and maybe a client-side scripting. And then also, like I said, talk a little bit about custom actions and show you how, if you have kind of that own custom business logic, how you can create and define custom actions that can be used for things like escalating, refining shipping, and really controlling what people are doing, or even, if necessary, a trigger point to execute business functionality moving forward.